Hello and welcome to the News on Map World Series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be covering topics which are important from General Studies Paper 1, that is Geography Map section. And before starting, let me just wish you a very happy Diwali. So have a safe and a pollution free Diwali. So let's begin with our session. First of all, about the previous day practice question. Which of the following countries shares a coastline with the Baltic Sea? So Baltic Sea: Norway, Netherlands, Belarus, Poland. Which among them shares a border with the Baltic Sea? So let us first look at the location of the Baltic Sea. So whenever we talk about Baltic Sea, then Baltic Sea lies to the north of majority of the European countries and to the south of the Scandinavian countries. So the location of Baltic Sea is this. This is Baltic Sea. So to the north of it you will see the Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden and Finland, and to the south of it you will see countries like Germany, Poland. So this is the location of Baltic Sea. And Gulf of Bothnia, Gulf of Finland, they are all part of the Baltic Sea. And the territory of the Baltic Sea is till Denmark. So if we'll zoom out on the map, this is the location and the map that we get, and this is the Baltic Sea. And the countries which are bordering Baltic Sea is, you can say, this is Sweden, Finland, then there is Russia this side, then Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, then there is Poland, then Germany. The countries which do not form border of the Baltic Sea is Netherlands. Netherlands do not form border of the Baltic Sea. Norway do not form border of the Baltic Sea. So, and Belarus also does not form border of the Baltic Sea, because Belarus is a landlocked country. Belarus is a landlocked country. It does not share border with the Baltic Sea. So in the given option, the only country which shares border with the Baltic Sea is Poland. And if we talk about Baltic Sea, then there is a very famous term called Baltic countries. Then there are three countries which are known as the Baltic countries, and that is Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. So Norway does not share border, Belarus no, Netherlands no, it is only Poland which shares border with the Baltic Sea. So the correct answer is option D, that is only 4. So now let's begin with today's session. And the reference for the first question talks about, recently India hosted the 6th session of the International Solar Alliance Assembly, which was held in New Delhi. So this brings International Solar Alliance to the news. So the question talks about, consider the following statements with reference to the International Solar Alliance. Statement 1, all the member countries of the United Nations are its signatories. All. Important word that you need to focus on is all. Then it has been established with the efforts of India and the European Union. Third, the Delhi Solar Agenda 2018 is related to this. In this question, we have to talk about which of the statements are not correct. It means out of these three statements which are not related to the International Solar Alliance. So let us first of all talk about the International Solar Alliance. So International Solar Alliance was adopted in the year 2015. And it was proposed by India and France. All the countries which were related to, and they receives a lot of sunlight. Earlier, majority of the countries which became a part of it belonged to from Tropic of Cancer to the Tropic of Capricorn. But now the grouping and the signatory countries are increasing to other continents and to other latitudes also. So all the member countries of the United Nations are its signatories. Then this is wrong, because the number of signatories of ISA is around 94 countries. While if we talk about the United Nations, then United Nations in total has 193 plus countries. So this becomes wrong. And it has been established with the efforts of India and the European Union. Then this is also wrong, because European Union is wrong. It is established with France, and Delhi Solar Agenda 2018 is related to it. So First of all, look at this map, International Solar Alliance member and signatories. So the countries which you are able to see in orange color are the member countries. So this is India, and you very clearly see France also. Then the green color countries are signatory countries. So the green color countries are the countries which are signatory to it. Now the number of signatory countries are also increasing with time. So this is about the International Solar Alliance. And the Delhi Solar Agenda 2018 is related to this. This is absolutely correct, because the Delhi Solar Agenda talked about the agenda that in future what steps will be taken to move forward with respect to the International Solar Alliance. And the headquarters of the International Solar Alliance is present in Gurugram. So we have to talk about which of the statements are not correct. Then first is not correct, second is not correct. So the correct answer is option A, that is 1 and 2. Now next question. The reference talks about recently Thailand has allowed visa-free travel for Indians from November 10, 2023 to May 10, 2023. Now this brings Thailand to the news. Question talks about which of the following countries is not a neighbor of Thailand? Laos, Malaysia, Vietnam, Cambodia. So out of these 4 countries, which is not a neighbor of Thailand? So look at this map. The map shows you Thailand and its bordering countries. So this is the location of Thailand, and Thailand lies in the Southeast Asia. So this is Thailand. And then if we talk about the bordering countries of Thailand, then Thailand on the north is sharing border with Myanmar, then it has Laos, and to its south it has Malaysia, and then it has Cambodia. And then there is a very narrow tunnel also which extends Thailand towards Malaysia. So Thailand is sharing border with Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia and Malaysia. A country which it does not share border with is Vietnam, because Vietnam, this is the location of Vietnam, and Vietnam is covered with Laos and Cambodia. So it is directly not touching Thailand. So not a neighbor of Thailand. Laos is a neighbor, Malaysia is a neighbor, Cambodia is a neighbor. The country which is not a neighbor is option C, that is Vietnam. Now next question. The reference talks about recently Bolivia severed diplomatic relations with Israel due to the ongoing Israeli military crackdown on Gaza. Now this brings Bolivia to the news. The question talks about which of the following statements is not correct. So there are 4 statements. First, Bolivia and Paraguay are the only landlocked countries in the American continent. And whenever we say American continent, it means both North American continent and the South American continent. So this is North America continent map and this is South America continent map. So if we talk about whole of American continent, then there are only 2 countries which are landlocked, and that 2 countries lie in the South American continent, and that is Bolivia and Paraguay. So these are the only 2 landlocked countries in the American continent. Rest no country is landlocked, either they are sharing border with the Atlantic Ocean or with the Pacific Ocean. So Bolivia and Paraguay are the only landlocked countries in the American continent. This becomes correct. Second, Bolivia is also included in the list of megadiverse countries identified by Conservation International. Now what is megadiverse countries? So megadiverse countries are countries which are very rich in biodiversity. And there are 2 conditions which a megadiverse country has to follow. That is, first is they need to have 5,000 plus endemic species of plants, and then second is that all the megadiverse countries need to have a coastline. It means they should share border either with a sea or a ocean. So these are the 2 conditions which a megadiverse country has to follow. So let's see if we talk about Bolivia, then Bolivia is a landlocked country. It is not sharing border with any of the sea or ocean. So it is surrounded by Brazil, Peru, Chile, Argentina and Paraguay. Okay, look at this map. This is the map of the mega diverse countries, and in total there are 17 mega diverse countries. And the name of these mega diverse countries are United States of America, Mexico, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Venezuela, Brazil, South Africa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Then you have Madagascar, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, Papua New Guinea, Philippines and China. So these 17 countries are the mega diverse countries. It means they are sharing coastline. Then they have 5,000 plus endemic species. And Bolivia, even though Bolivia is very rich in biodiversity, but it does not have a coastline. So it is not a mega diverse country. So this becomes wrong. Third, the world's largest salt flat, that is Salar de Uyuni, is located in Bolivia. So it is the world's largest salt flat. Okay, if we will zoom out on the map of Bolivia, this is the map that we get, and the location, that is Salar de Uyuni, is actually located within Bolivia, and it is located on the south and western side of Bolivia. So this is the location of the Salar de Uyuni. So this is also correct. So option C is also correct. Then option D, Lake Titicaca, located on the border of Bolivia and Peru, is the highest navigable lake in the world. Highest navigable lake in the world. So let's see the location of Lake Titicaca. Okay, now this is the location of Lake Titicaca, and Lake Titicaca is between Bolivia and Peru. So on the one side it has Bolivia, while on the other side it has Peru, and yes, it is the world's highest navigable lake, and the height at which it is situated is 3,800 plus meters. So this also becomes correct. Option D is also correct. And in this question we have to talk about the not correct statement. So the correct answer is option B, that Bolivia is also included in the list of mega diverse countries. Moving on to the next question. The reference talks about recently the Prime Ministers of India and Bangladesh jointly inaugurated 3 development projects in Bangladesh. Now this brings Bangladesh to the news. Now the question says, consider the following statements, and we have to talk about the correct statement in this. First, the construction of Akhura-Agartala cross-border rail link will provide the Northeast a faster alternative route to connect with the rest of India. Now this is correct. Agartala is in India while Akhura is in Bangladesh. Now let's see. So if we will look at the map of Bangladesh, and these are the connecting links of Bangladesh and India, that is the rail link and the road link. So if we will look at the location of Agartala, then this is the location of Agartala. This is Agartala. And if we will look at the location of Akhura, then Akhura also lies very close to Agartala, somewhere here. So now Akhura and Agartala will be connected through a rail link, and this will improve the connectivity between India and Bangladesh, and will also improve the connectivity in the rest of the northeastern India. So first becomes correct. Second, Chittagong and Mongla are 2 major ports of Bangladesh. Chittagong port and Mongla port. So let's see. Okay, look at this map. This is the map of Bangladesh. So if we talk about the most famous and the most important port of Bangladesh, then that is the Chittagong port. And Chittagong port lies in the southeast of Bangladesh. So Chittagong port is the very important, very famous, very old and the most important port for Bangladesh. So this is Chittagong. And if we talk about the Mongla port, then Mongla port as compared to Chittagong port is newly constructed, and Mongla port is also lying in the south of Bangladesh, and these two are the most important ports of Bangladesh. So Chittagong and Mongla are two major ports of Bangladesh. This is also correct. So we have to find out the correct statements, and both are correct. So the correct answer is option C, that is both 1 and 2. Now next question. The reference talks about recently Senegal hosted the first meeting of the Global Onchocerciasis Network for Elimination, a World Health Organization initiative. Now this brings Senegal to the news. And if we talk about onchocerciasis, now what is onchocerciasis? So onchocerciasis is an eye infection which is caused by a worm, and 99% of cases of onchocerciasis takes place in Africa, and this is the second biggest reason of blindness in the world after trachoma. So this is about onchocerciasis. Now let's take a look at the country Senegal. Consider the following statements. First, Senegal is a West African country. So look at the map of Africa. This is Africa's map, this is physical map, and this is political map. And if we talk about Senegal, then yes, Senegal is a country which lies in the West Africa, location wise north, south, east, west. So this is the location of Senegal in Africa's map. So Senegal is a country which lies in the West Africa. Absolutely correct. First becomes correct. Second, the Senegal River forms almost the entire northern international border of this country. So let's look at the map of Senegal River. This, I just showed you the map of Senegal. So if we will look at the physical map, then the river, Senegal River, is a river which actually completely from the northern side forms a border between Senegal and other countries. So almost it completely covers Senegal from the northern side. Okay, look at this map. If we will zoom out on the map of Senegal, this is what we get, and this is the Senegal River. So you can say that it is forming a northern boundary. So second is also correct. Third, the Senegal River originates in the same area as the Niger River. Now if we will talk about Niger River and Senegal River, then the origination point of both Niger River and Senegal River is absolutely same, and that is the Loma Mountains. So the Loma Mountains, on physical map this is the location, and on political map if I talk about, then this would be the location of the Loma Mountains. And Loma Mountains does not lie in one country, it is shared between many countries. And Loma Mountains, it is from where the Niger River also gets originated, and it is the location from where the Senegal River also gets originated. So the area of origination for both is same. This is also correct. Third. Fourth, Senegal is Zambia's only neighboring country. Now this is the point where I would say that most of the students will get it wrong, that Senegal is Gambia's only neighboring country. Now you will say it has the word only, and how can a country has only one neighbor? Now this is an exception, as this statement is absolutely correct. Let me just show you this. Okay, if we will zoom out on the map of Senegal, this is what we get, and this is Senegal. So Senegal is a big country if we talk about the size. Now let's see that this is Senegal on the whole, and in between Senegal we have a country named Zambia, which is completely enclosed by Senegal from 3 sides, and then it has one coastline, but on all of its side Zambia is covered by Senegal. So Zambia only has one neighbor, and that is Senegal. So this is one of the most exception countries if we talk about the number of neighbors it has. So we have to talk about the correct statement, and out of 4, all 4 are absolutely correct. So the correct answer is option D, that is all 4. Moving on to the next question. The reference says, recently 2 coral reefs and seamounts have been discovered in the Galapagos Islands. Now this brings Galapagos Islands to the news. The question talks about, consider the following statements. First, the Galapagos Islands are located in the Pacific Ocean of the coast of South America. First of all, Galapagos Island are very famous. In our school times, we always used to hear the word Galapagos Island. Now, can you guess that which scientist is related to Galapagos Island? It is Darwin. Darwin's theory. So, Darwin did his experiments in the Galapagos Islands. So, the Galapagos Islands are located in the Pacific Ocean of the coast of South America. Now, this is South America's map. If we talk about the Galapagos Island, then this is the location of the Galapagos Island. And Galapagos Island lies on the western side of the South American continent. And Galapagos Island is, the equator passes through the Galapagos Island. That is, to the north of it and also to the south of it lies the Galapagos Island. Majorly, Galapagos Island lies to the south of the equator. So, this is Galapagos Island, and Galapagos Island belongs to the country Ecuador. It belongs to the country Ecuador, and it lies in the Pacific Ocean. So, the Galapagos Islands are located in the Pacific Ocean, correct, of the coast of South America, correct. This archipelago is located near the equator, correct. It is related to Ecuador, correct. We have to talk about the correct statement. So, all three statements are correct. That is, the correct answer becomes option B, that is 1, 2 and 3. Now, moving on to the next question. The reference talks about, recently Bhutan king started his 8-day visit to India from Assam. And Bhutan king became the first monarch of Bhutan to visit Assam in many decades. The question talks about, what are Doklam, Jakarlung and Pasmalung, which were in the news recently. So, what are these three places? A. Some disputed areas between India and China. B. Some passes connecting India and Bhutan. C. Some disputed areas between China and Bhutan. And D. Some passes connecting Bhutan and China. So, let's see. So, if we will look at the location of Bhutan, then this is Bhutan. On the north of it lies China. On other sides, that is to the west, to the east and to the south lies India. You can say that Bhutan is a buffer state between China and India. So, if we'll zoom out on the map of Bhutan, this is what we get. So, this is the location of Bhutan. On the northern side of Bhutan, there are two areas, that is, this is Jakarlung and then this is Pasamlung. While on the western side of it is the disputed territory of Doklam, that Doklam was in news few years back only, that India, Bhutan and China was at loggerheads with each other because of the insertion of China in the Doklam region. So, these are disputed sites between Bhutan and China. So, these are some disputed areas between China and Bhutan. So, the correct answer becomes option C. Now, moving on to the next question. The reference talks about, recently some strong earthquakes in Nepal led to a disaster situation and huge loss of life and property, after which India has offered help. Now, this brings Nepal to the news. So, the question talks about, consider the following statements. First, Nepal and Bhutan are examples of buffer states. Now, let's see this. Okay, we'll look at the map. This is Nepal and this is Bhutan. Okay, and Nepal and Bhutan both are covered with China to the north and India to the south, and they both act as buffer state between India and China, as buffer states are the states which are small in size and are covered with two large size countries and two large powers. So, first becomes absolutely correct. Second, geologically Nepal and Bhutan are almost similar. Now, this is also correct. See, this is India So you can imagine that this would be the site, this would be the location of Nepal, and this would be the location of Bhutan. So if you will see that geologically, if we will talk about, then both are formed because of the Indian plate and the Eurasian plate. So the convergence of Eurasian and Indian plate and the subduction of Indian plate in between of both of them is what led to the origin of the other mountainous regions also in the area. And see, this is the area where Himalayas are also there, and Nepal and Bhutan are also situated at an elevation. So yes, geologically both Nepal and Bhutan are same because they are formed with the Eurasian plate and Indian plate convergence. So second is correct. Third, the Nepal Himalayas extend from the Kali river in the west and to the Kosi river in the east. Kali river in the west and Kosi river in the east. So let's look at this. Okay, look at this map. Fine. So if we will look at the location of Nepal, then you can say that this is around the location of Nepal. Then if we will talk about the location, then this would be west. Let me change the color. I think this would be visible. This is west and this is east. So if we talk about the western side, then the western side of Nepal, that is with Uttarakhand, the Kali river forms a boundary. So the Kali river forms a boundary between Uttarakhand and Nepal. So on the western side, the Kali river forms a boundary is absolutely correct. While on the eastern side, if we will say that it forms a boundary with the Kosi river, then it becomes wrong, because it forms boundary with the Teesta river, because Nepal shares its eastern border with Sikkim. It does not share its eastern border only with Bihar. The eastern side of Nepal shares its border with Sikkim. So the Nepal Himalayas extend from the Kali river in the west, this part is correct, and to the Kosi river in the east, this is wrong, this is Teesta. So we have to talk about the correct statements. First is correct, second is correct. So the correct answer is option B, that is only 2. Now moving on to the next question. The reference talks about recently IIT Madras has established its first international campus in Zanzibar, Tanzania. Now this brings Tanzania to the news, and the question talks about, consider the following statements with reference to Zanzibar archipelago. First, Zanzibar has historically been famous for its spice trade. So let us first look at the map. So the country Tanzania lies in Africa, and if we will talk about, then it lies certainly to the south of Central Africa. So this is the map of Africa and this is Tanzania. Tanzania shares its border with the Indian Ocean. The eastern border of Tanzania is shared with Indian Ocean, and to its north lies Kenya and to its south lies Mozambique. If we will zoom out on the map of Tanzania, this is the map that we get, and this is the location of the Zanzibar island. And if you have read history properly, then you must have heard that Zanzibar is famous for its spice trade. The trade of spices was very famous with the Zanzibar. So the first statement becomes correct. Second, Unguja and Pemba are the most prominent islands here. Now Unguja is also known as Zanzibar. Unguja is also known as Zanzibar, or you can say Unguja or Zanzibar. So look at the map. This is Zanzibar. Zanzibar is also known as Unguja, and to the north of Zanzibar lies the island of Pemba. So Pemba and Zanzibar or Unguja are the two most prominent islands here. So this is also correct. Third, the archipelago is closer to Mozambique than to Tanzania. We need to see this in the map. So see, this is Tanzania. Mozambique lies to the south of Tanzania. Now we need to see the map. this is the close-up map of the Tanzania, and if we will see the location of Pemba and Zanzibar, then they are lying to the north of Tanzania, while Mozambique lies to the south of Tanzania. So this becomes wrong because both Pemba and Zanzibar lies closer to Tanzania as compared to Mozambique, and to the north lies Kenya. So between Kenya and Mozambique, both the island lies closer to Kenya. So the archipelago is closer to Mozambique than to Tanzania. This is wrong. Now what do we have to talk about? We have to talk about the correct statement. How many are correct? First is correct, second is correct, third is wrong. It means only 2 statements are correct. Option B is the correct answer. Now next question, and this is a practice question for you people, and you people need to give me the answer in the comment section. So let's look at the question, and the question is a lengthy one, so you need to listen it carefully. Currently, the Himalayas are located in the north of the Indian subcontinent, which significantly influences the climate of this region. If instead of the Himalayas there had been a previous Tethys Sea, and the physical map of the rest of the world would have been similar to today, so what would be the climate of the Indian subcontinent be most likely to resemble? So if in place of the Himalayas, if there would have been the Tethys Sea, and the physical map of the rest of the world would have been similar to today. Imagine world map similar to today, but instead of the Himalayas, if there would have been the Tethys Sea, then what would be the climate of the Indian subcontinent? So remove Himalayas and replace Himalayas with the Tethys Sea. So what would be the climate of the Indian subcontinent? It will resemble United States of America, Democratic Republic of Congo, Australia or Peru. So interesting one. So try to go and look at the world map, see the location of Himalayas, and then also look at the Tethys Sea, and then try to replace Himalayas with the Tethys Sea in the present world map, and see that India's subcontinent climate will resemble to which country, America, DRC, Australia or Peru, and give me the answer in the comment section. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing, and a very happy Diwali to all of you once again. Thank you.